Yes, hello everyone, and welcome for a new episode of Hashtag Playing Together.
Hello, we are the student note and we have Phil today playing with us.
Hello.
Hi, Phil. How
Hi
are you?
Phil.
Hello, everyone. I'm good. I'm ready to do some improv.
Oh, great. Where are you zooming in from?
Sorry?
Where are you zooming in from?
I'm zooming in from London. I'm in a very hot top floor flat with glass windows in the ceiling, and it's too hot and light for that, so I'm very hot.
Oh
I'm in
no.
London.
It's also very hot in Brussels, so we are happy about this. We were waiting for the summer.
Yeah, Phil, what is your favorite place to go in London?
Ooh. I like around the canal in East London. There's a lot of interesting. It's just an interesting place because it's not been super developed. It's still quite, there's a bit of old industry, a bit of nature, a bit of rich people, a bit of poor people. It's a very, it's an area that I still learn more about every time I go there.
Okay, and do you go for walks sometimes, or
Walks, picnics. I have a couple of friends who live near there.
Yeah. Okay, that sounds like fun. And which part of London is that?
It's East London, so around Mile End and sort of around Mile End, Hackney Marshes, around that sort of area.
Okay, good. Marshes.
Yeah.
Super. Okay,
Every time I'm in London, I would see a fox on the street. There are a lot of foxes there.
There
You
are.
seen one recently?
I used to live in a flat which had a garden which foxes loved, and sometimes foxes would be romantic with each other at 3 o'clock in the morning, and it's very hard to get to sleep when foxes are being romantic with each other.
How do they? I mean, cats are very noisy at this period.
Think of a cat and multiply it by 10.
Oh,
It
no.
sounds like they're in pain. It's an awful noise. Awful noise.
Oh, that's very nice.
Sorry, I've only been here for 2 minutes and we're talking about animals having sex. I've lowered the tone.
Yeah, it's an adult show today, so let's post it as adult content only. That's funny. But we learned again so many things from London and foxes. Great. But we're here to play a little bit of improv. So bring a little story, the three of us, and for doing that, we need a suggestion, of course, from the audience, which we don't see. But there are a lot of notes in the magical hat. So I'm just going to take one, and that will be our inspiration. Could be a little bit of everything there. Okay, what is this? This one is one from Giant Chopra from India. So many thanks, Giant. What's up?
That's the suggestion. What's up?
That's the word. What's up?
Okay, great.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Giant.
And, yeah.
Well, it's up. 10 years of building, and it's up. I'm quite pleased with it. We've been working on it for a long time.
10 years.
Thought we'd run out of money. I just thought we wouldn't manage.
I think still it's a very impressive achievement. Don't you think so? Okay, we thought it would be having finished in 2 years, and we did 10 years
And
about
it took 10.
Yeah, but it's still big and impressive.
It's very big and impressive. Just imagine people living up there, seeing views across for miles around, all because we built a building.
Exactly, Robert. Exactly. We are the most genius architects in the city. You and me.
Together, we're the most genius.
Together.
Yes.
Together.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. I mean, the engineering, that was you. thinking about how to build a building purely out of bamboo. That was you. That was you.
A building of 40 meters high, entirely from bamboo. That
It
was
works.
yeah, it worked. Yeah,
It works.
yeah. But then, your idea to use
The cotton string.
the cotton string. I mean, that does not really put all the puzzle pieces together.
It's all about comparing the tension. If you've got bamboo, then you want something very tight and taut around it.
Yeah, that's true. But also the use of coconuts.
Hello, gentlemen. Hello. I am the mayor. Nice to meet you. Wonderful work, wonderful building.
Ooh, I know.
Congratulations.
Ooh,
Congratulations.
thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
I hope you voted for me last week. So I have some good and bad news.
We're not taking it down. It's taken us 10 years. We're not bringing it down.
No.
It would make an awful mess.
I just got a permission to build a new highway bypass here.
A new highway.
And we're starting bypass. Yeah, we are starting work tomorrow. So, of course, you get a little compensation.
A highway.
Yeah, just a bypass. You know, it's not a
A
highway.
bypass.
Yes.
Are you
But
serious?
people need that. People need bypass more.
This
than...
was not in your manifesto.
No. I got the idea 2 days ago.
We will fight this. We will fight this. This cannot be legal. We are going to. Tony, we're going to fight this one. We're going to fight it.
We will.
It is not.
We will.
Yes, you can do that. Of course, you can do that. I hope you have the money to do that. Of course. Yes. So thank you very much. Congratulations again. It's great. It's amazing. I'm sure that you can build another one somewhere else.
Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. Lovely to meet you too. Bye.
We will not sell anything if people start knowing that there will be a highway bypass here. Nothing, Robert. Nothing at all.
There's got to be compensation for this. They can't just put a road through a building and not compensate.
Yeah, she talked about a little compensation. A little one.
It's not a little. It's a big building. Big buildings need big compensation. If this was a little building, then it could have little compensation. But it's a big building.
Robert, why didn't we know that before? She said she decided 2 days ago. That can't be normal.
That's not.
No.
It's got to be abuse of power.
It's
Can mayors do this?
Hell, probably.
I mean, what do you need to bypass?
Look,
I mean,
I have an idea. We just go back to her and we propose her that she can have the top floor of the building for free.
that could well be what she's after all along.
Probably. We just give her the amazing view. And you know, and on the top you have those little decorations of coconuts, which you made, yeah?
And the swimming pool. The floating in midair swimming pool.
Whoa, yeah.
Give her access to that included.
Yeah. I mean, it was a genius idea to use palm leaves for that.
I mean, it's 4 million euros, but well, it's cost of doing business. I mean, it's a rounding error, isn't it? A very big rounding error.
There's plenty of money to earn with the rest of the building, but we really have to we have to be able to sell it and have proper cash for our next project.
Let's go see her.
Let's go see her.
Okay, so many things to sign nowadays.
Toc toc toc.
Yeah, come on in.
Hi, it's
Hi.
Andy and Tony. We met yesterday.
Okay, I meet so many people.
Yeah. Hi.
Sign this.
Okay.
Hello, gentlemen. How can I help you?
Well, it's more about how we can help you, really. We thought that we'd like to support your new administration.
Yes,
You know, we are
fully.
we are citizens that like.
Oh, you would like to give
the
some
town.
money. You like to give some money. Okay, I take checks.
No. We like to give you some floor space for your administration for free.
And not just normal floor space, but amazing floor space. You will be floored by this floor
Yeah.
space. I just made that up, Andy. I just made that up.
Yeah, you're
Floored by this.
with a swimming pool. And actually, it could all be yours, your office.
So you see, what we were thinking is the job of the mayor, it's going to be stressful. You know, I know you've just started. You will, I'm sure you're not naive. You know it's going to be hard. You're going to be working long hours, you know, maybe 3-4 hours some days. You'll be meeting a lot of people. Some of them will like you, some of them won't. Some of them will think you're brilliant. Some of them will think you're corrupt because of what happened 5 years ago. We don't, but, you know, some people will. And we thought that what you could do with is somewhere to relax. And Bamboo Tower, 61st apartment
Whoa.
is a nice apartment.
It's
Okay.
also, may I interrupt? It's eco, which would be awesome for your future campaigns. An eco building. Whoa.
Well, my administration is in this building, which is the most beautiful building and the biggest building in town. We have 4 swimming pools. You're the guys with the not that beautiful building close to my future bypass, right? See, I come from a very wealthy family. I have everything, and I only want to achieve my ambitions. I understand you guys. You will lose a lot. I can offer you 20,000
What?
for your building. You can take the money, or I can buy it very soon for like 5,000 because it will cost nothing. That's politics, you know. If you want to fight me, you can. I don't know.
So can I ask for clarification? Where I'd like to look up the planning permission for the bypass. How can I look that up? Has it been approved? Has it been what committees has it? I'm not questioning the process. I'm not questioning your probity. I would just like to know, you know, how this came about.
Yes, it has been approved, of course. You cannot see it. It's not for you to see it. It's here in the safe. So if you don't have anything else to add, I have lunch with a very famous person. And see you soon, boys. You can get the 20,000, or just I can buy the building for no money. Oh, such a wonderful day. But I appreciate your your ambition. I'm also very ambitious. Yeah. So.
I think we've heard enough, Tony. I think,
we should. Andy, we go home. Andy.
Yeah.
Perhaps we have to cut our losses. Take the 20,000.
10 years of work. 20,000 euros. 10 years of work. That doesn't even pay for the cotton.
You know, when we just started with this company, we were young and full of dreams. But just face it, yeah, we've done 10 years for this building, which should be there in 1 or 2. We just don't have it. And I'm so tired. I'm really very tired. No.
I'm tired too, but it's a lot of work that we've put into that. The bamboo walls, the palm tree floors,
Yeah.
The marshmallow lifts.
Yeah. The
No one saw that coming.
no. And then the pineapple ceiling.
Oh,
Whoa. On the 5th floor. No.
incredible. People said we didn't have taste. We put a pineapple ceiling.
We have a pineapple ceiling. We have coconut decorations. We have so many. We have such a vision, but
You know, no one did this sort of thing before. No one did bamboo walls. No one did palm tree floors.
Andy, just face it, we're losers. And now we have a building where they will build a highway. I mean, come on.
But it's a special building. It's got marshmallow lifts. It's got bamboo walls. It's got wheels.
Wheels.
Fuck! I forgot. It's got wheels.
Wheels in the basement, yeah? The big wheels.
Got wheels. You remember when you got drunk and you said, "Why don't we put it on wheels?" Not wheeled.
So we can wheel the building.
I don't know. I mean, I've never tried moving them, but it's got wheels. I thought that was a stupid idea. Maybe it wasn't.
Well, you know, when I grew up, I was living in an apartment building with legs. With legs. Yeah, and I was really inspired with that. I thought, let's do something on wheels. But okay, but they are in the basement, yeah. So we have to dig a hole so that we can
we did put a lot of concrete around them.
Yeah, so you have to really put all the concrete away, have a long slope. So, okay, and we'll just wheel it somewhere else.
I mean, why not? Why not?
Yeah, we do that. Now, how long do you think that project will take? Okay, let me think.
Well, we're not very quick, are we?
No.
2 years building took us 10 years.
Yeah. So,
How much concrete is there to move?
I'm not good in maths. Yeah. We should never have used concrete, by the way. Why have we? We should have used seashells or something.
That would have been cool. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Wheels in seashells. Oh, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah.
That would have been really
That would be amazing. Okay. Now, let's say we need 1 week.
1 week, yes. So if we have 1 week to move 30-40 tons of cement, then we'll need about 50 people with 50 spades.
Okay.
Doing that, the average person, moves half a ton of concrete in a week.
Yeah, definitely. I think very importantly, we should have 1 spade in reserve.
51 spades. Yes,
51,
you're right. Yes.
Sometimes spade, knack.
They break. Yes.
Yeah.
And then
a wheelbarrow. Do you think we need a wheelbarrow?
Well, there'll be a lot of cement, concrete to get rid of, won't there? We'll have to move it to somewhere.
I'm just thinking about that. A wheelbarrow and a drill.
A drill. That's a great idea. Yes.
A
drill. You do. Yeah, because spade is just going to. Bounce off.
Well, with the spade, you can't go into the concrete. Yeah, I mean.
No. Yes, a good point on the drill. So actually, 50 drills and 50 spades.
50 drills, 50 wheelbarrows, 51.
51 drills, 51 wheelbarrows, 51 spades.
Andy, you're a genius.
And then we'll move it. Oh.
And so, where do we build the building to?
Well, what's next door?
What's next door? There's a river.
There's a river. Let's not move it to the river.
No, that's not a good idea.
It will fall in, and bamboo gets wet.
It will sink.
Yeah, it could sink. Yes. There's a park.
A park? A public park? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's the only park in the city, but it's a good building. So there's the park.
Let's wheel it into the park.
What's that building next to the park? The tall one. What's in that?
I see the taxes. The tax department.
Tax department. We could wheel it into the tax department.
You want to wheel our building in another building?
Yeah, you'd have to move the tax department first, wouldn't you? And that's not got wheels.
It will not have wheels. No.
It won't have wheels. Oh, why do buildings not have wheels?
Yeah,
Why is it only our department, our building that
I mean,
has wheels?
we have to be geniuses to do that. Let's put it just in the park. Let's go back to the mayor.
Good idea.
Yeah, I can sign this. Yes.
Hi, it's Tony and Andy again.
Can we see each other?
Hi, sorry I was late. I was just buying some shovels.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
The building guys. Okay. You're here for your 20,000, right?
No, we actually would like to negotiate a lease on some new green space. We were thinking Oxley's Park. We're wondering.
Say it, Andy. Say it. Say it.
We're wondering if we could use Oxley's Park.
For picnic?
Come on, say it, Andy.
For a real estate opportunity that will cement. See what I'm doing this? Cement your administration as one of the first innovative, exciting administrations that this city's ever seen.
Movable, wheelable eco buildings.
Wheelable, movable eco buildings.
Of 50 meters high.
Okay. You're saying that you can move your building in the park?
Well, I mean, that's the sort of thing that only genius architects would. Yes, we are.
And we only need a couple of spades for that.
Okay. Who am I to say no?
Whoa.
To that?
Oh, whoa.
Yes, we can give it a try, boys. Yeah, definitely. It's interesting.
Now,
Yes.
can I just? Far be it for me to suggest that we should, double check everything, but I just want to make sure that we're not going to move the building onto Oxley's Park, and then you turn up the next day and say you're going to knock it down.
Oh no! It's a public park. It's the only park in town. Actually, I cannot do that.
Yeah. So no highways.
No.
But we can. But to be sure, we can put our building in the public park. Yeah.
Of course. Yes. Yeah. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
I didn't
You have
think
the
it
green
was.
light. Just do it.
Do we have to apply for planning permission? How do we?
No. I can just give it to you. Oops. Here we go.
Thank you.
You can do it. You have like 10 days. Is it enough? Yeah. You have to learn how to be faster, boys. Yeah.
I mean, this is a big operation. This is moving a building.
Okay. 14 days. 14. It's a good
Should be.
number.
Yes, Andy, it should be possible.
Doable.
14 days.
Doable.
Doable.
40 tons of concrete divided by 14. That's
40,
about
40,
just
mm,
three.
yeah.
Three. So
Times 50.
We need some very strong people with spades.
Yeah, 50 people still, but strong. 50 strong people.
Strong people.
Yeah.
Big arms.
The big ones. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Big people with big arms and shoulders.
Yeah, that's very important. Big power lifters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
I'm so impressed.
Yeah.
Guys, that's great.
Okay.
Well, good luck. You have 14 days. I'll be there to, cut the ribbon.
Yeah.
Let's go wheeling. Let's go
Let's go
wheeling.
wheeling. Let's digging and wheeling.
I forgot to tell them about the groundwater, but I can buy the building even cheaper then.
I never like when you are so serious, Andy.
Well, it's just I'm really I think we've done well. You know, moving a building in 14 days, we did well. We did well.
To be honest, I never thought we would manage it in time.
I didn't. I mean, and we've done well.
This is the first time that we work together that your calculations actually are spot on.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, I mean,
fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm just. Is it straight?
Oh no.
I'm not sure. I'm never good at this. You know, when my wife hangs pictures, she always asks me if they're straight, and it's. I never know. Are you meant to go with the line of the ground, or you go with the line of the ceiling?
I have a trick for that. Yeah. So you take a spade, you put it in the air, and then the lower end of the spade, if that matches the top of the building, and there's no angle, then you know that the building is straight. So if we look at it, okay. So the only thing you need to do is to keep the shovel straight, of course.
Yeah. So
So
how do we? Tell you what, if
so,
I'll get another shovel.
Okay.
And I'll put it at the bottom of your shovel so that we know it's lined against the ground.
Okay.
So
Okay.
perpendicular shovel. So
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's not good.
That's not straight.
That's not straight.
That's 2 degrees, 3 degrees. That's not good.
Well, I don't know how to calculate the degrees, to be honest, but yeah.
Well, I mean, I
looks
always think about it because two degrees is my bookcase at home. So I always think about my.
You're
my
smart,
bookcase.
yeah. You're smart, Andy. Yeah,
that's
definitely.
That's like my
two.
bookcase and a bit.
Yeah, that's a 2-degree building. Hey. Do you know what we've done? That's a new Tower of Pisa. That will attract tourists.
You're clever. You're clever.
That will attract so many tourists.
And they'll say, "Look, that's lead by 2, 3, 4."
Oh, we have a visitor. The mayor.
Is it moving?
Hello.
Mayor. How good to see you.
We've done it.
Well, you can see it's moved.
Yeah. So we made from this building basically a tourist attraction. So this is the first eco building in the world with pineapple, etc., which is not straight.
Yes.
Which is on purpose. It's on purpose. We thought about vertical, but well, Tony said to me, we've done vertical before, and I said, Tony, you're right. We've done it. Why do what we've done before again? So we went for 4 degrees.
I would need it horizontal, actually. It's sinking. You see, it's sinking over there, the building. There is groundwater.
What?
Yeah. It's yes, just half of the first floor already sank.
Oh no! I mean, this building is not waterproof.
I've been looking at the top for so long with your spade. I didn't notice that.
It will sink in like a week. Meanwhile, if you could put it, horizontal, we can use it as I don't know. Great foundation, amusement park in the future. I was thinking like the biggest Disneyland in the world we can build here. What do you think? I'll give you 5,000.
No, I spent 10 years building a vertical building for people to live in. People who are vertical to live in a vertical building. I don't want it horizontal.
You don't have a choice. It keeps singing. No, wait. I promise in our Disneyland, there will be an attraction called Andy and Tony after you guys.
They'll be
will
laughing at us. It'll be the jokes, Andy and Tony, the guys who can't even
Yeah.
build a building.
It will be like a spa house, or I don't know, something with sinking, like a boat that sinks. I mean, why don't you want to work with me? I have so many ideas, and guys, come on.
Let's do it, Andy. We don't have a choice. We're just losers. At least we
I
will.
can give you 5,000, and
Fine.
I can find you new fancy job.
But
in
we promised
Disneyland.
20,000 earlier.
Yeah, but it was before. I mean, it's much better here. I promise. You can work in Disneyland in Andy and Tony's attraction fun house. Life is ups and downs, guys. That's your bottom. You better like it than hate it.
I hope your bypass is worth all this. You're destroying art.
Oh, it's okay. It's kind of art, I guess, but with the bamboo walls and ceilings. But it's for good. Children will have Disneyland here. You know how poor the families in this town are, and they will finally be able to afford Disneyland. It will be free for locals.
Just let's do it, Andy. I know it's not our dream, but we will have an Andy and Tony Disney team. That's a good thing too, perhaps. We have a job.
I mean, it's better than a job.
You know,
Yeah, it's a real job. It's not like spending 10 years in building one building. Yeah, it's just...
Yeah. You've made your point. You think we're useless. We're not useless. We just...
No, you're not useless. I'm using your building. You're not useless. You're useful.
Okay, Tony, I suppose it's the Andy and Tony.
Yeah, we have to do it, Andy. We have to do it. Come on.
Let's, I suppose, what we just push it over?
It will
It's on wheels, so if we push it, it will flip.
Yeah. Let's push it over.
Let's push it over.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. You're the best. Thank you. Disneyland is coming to this town thanks to you.
Tony, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's push.
3, 2, 1.
Wow. See how beautiful it is now?
I mean, could be worse. It is a beautiful building, whether it's up or sideways.
Come on, Andy. Let's have a drink together in the pub.
Disneyland will be ready in 2 months, and see you there, I guess.
Minnie,
We'll
I want
see.
I want to thank you also for the opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah,
thank you,
Yeah.
Madam.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank you.
Let's go to the pub.
Yeah.
Come on, Tony.
Let's go.
But hang on, Madam Mayor, can I just ask a question? Have you considered making your bypass out of bamboo?
No fucking way.
By the way, when will the bypass be ready?
In 2 weeks.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Good luck with it.
Bye.
Bye.
What's that feeling that I feel? Is it guilt? I I feel guilty for this guys. I mean, they are not talented at all, but still, they look like nice people. I don't like this feeling. I better go and close a children's hospital just to kill the feeling.
End scene. Yeah.
Good to end on a cheery note.
Yeah, on a cheery note. Oh, the story became sadder and sadder. Thank you so much, Phil.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, great. Yeah, let's have a little chat about improv and about the things you did or are going to do.
We're about to do.
Yeah. When did you start with improv?
Oh, I've been doing improv for ages, about 2005, 2004, 2005, something like that. I was actually doing a lot of sketch work, and I was writing sketches, performing in sketches, and doing music for sketches. And then I had done bits of improv at university, but nothing since then. And then I ended up going along and, well, actually my first ever improv sort of thing in a show was actually for music. It wasn't on stage. The on stage came a few weeks later, and I was asked if I would do piano for an improv show.
Okay.
And I was told where to go for the rehearsal, and I went there to a place in London, a rehearsal centre in London, and I go into the corridor, and there's a guy sitting outside who asks me if I'm there for the audition. And I said, I'm here for Impropera. That's what the group was called, improvised opera, Impropera. And he said, yeah, the audition. And it turned out that two of us were auditioning for who was going to be the musician for this show.
Oh, okay.
Just for a short run of the show, not to be with the group forever. And I hadn't been told this, or I'd misunderstood, and I thought I was turning up for a rehearsal. So I thought, okay then. I haven't done improv music ever before, but but I don't think he had either. And yeah, I ended up doing it. So it's quite interesting, because if someone had said to me, will you audition for improvised music? I would have said no, because I have no idea how it works.
Yeah, you have never.
I was there, and you have to give it a go.
Oh,
then
God.
I gave it a go.
You never did it before, so you wouldn't go to an audition.
I wouldn't have done, but since I was there, I was there.
Okay, that's amazing.
That's a very interesting story.
Yeah.
It's a bit weird. It's yeah.
And you got the job.
Yeah, I mean, I say the job. It was covering for someone else for a few days, so
Yeah.
I was actually, that's why I wasn't expecting it to be an audition. I thought it was just they want someone for a few shows, go along and do it. But yeah.
So you basically started improv as a musician?
I did, but then very quickly I started doing on stage as well, because I was already performing sketches on stage, so I was as much an on-stage performer as a musician at that time. So I did both, and ever since then I've bounced between on stage and doing music.
Okay, and you are still doing sketches too?
No, haven't done sketches for a long time.
Okay, you focus.
Completely improv for about 10 years now.
You do also solo improv.
You have your own act. Yes.
I do. It's not because I wanted to do solo improv. I didn't think, I want to do a solo show. What show should I do? Mm-hmm. Instead, I had an idea for a show, and I liked that idea, and it happened to be a solo show. So that's how it arose. And yeah, it's a musical show where I play a singer, normally a glamorous cabaret singer who is looking back over her career and talking to the audience and doing the songs. So yes, I've been doing that for 4 or 5 years now as well.
Okay.
It's a very good show, I have to admit. I've seen it once, but I loved it. Is it possible to find some clips online?
So there are some clips of the show on YouTube, because I've done some festivals in the past. So I did quite a long time ago, I did a show in Athens that's online, and I did a show in Estonia that's online. So if you go to YouTube and type Phil Lunn, there aren't many people in the world called Phil Lunn. So if you type Phil Lunn into YouTube, you'll find those shows. I'm never a fan of watching live shows on video because I think
but if someone lives in the States or in China and they don't have access to
then yes.
show.
Yeah, exactly.
If you can't see the real thing, then it's
yeah. Well, we Dizzy and myself, we have seen the show and we just talked about it before we started around February last year in Brussels.
It was my second last show before we went into all the lockdowns and things. Yeah. End of February.
Yeah, we didn't knew at the moment that things would be so bad. Yeah, but yeah, it's a great show, and I think if people have the possibility to watch it in a real theater, yeah, they really should do that. And you mix the story with the character of the singer and the songs.
Yes, I mean, when I started off doing it, it was very much about the songs, but over time, I spent more time having conversations with the audience, and it works really well because you get to build up the character, the songs become more meaningful. It's a bit of a conversation, a song, bit of a conversation, song.
How do you come up with this persona, this character? Is it someone you knew or
no?
Something.
I actually experimented with lots of different characters for a while, so I had a few different characters going, and then I discovered this one worked really well. So the female cabaret singer is the one that I do all the time now because I like it, and it's
she's nice.
It's very, very flexible. She does vary quite a bit from show to show, so it's a character type rather than a character, and that's interesting. It always feels quite new.
You also teach sometimes?
I also teach, yes. So I moved to Belgium last year to work with ImproBubble, but then obviously 2020 was not a great year to move countries and do various things. So unfortunately, I'm now back in the UK. Well, I say unfortunately, nothing wrong with the UK, but I'm back here. So yes, before I left, I was teaching with Hoopla, who's a very big school here and performing company, and sometimes with the Maydays and the nursery. So I'm hoping to start doing that again now that I'm back here.
Yeah, real physical class improv
real
training.
Physical classes, people with 3 dimensions to them.
So if you would look at all the performances you did in the past many years, is there a particular performance you still remember and you think, whoa, that was something?
The moments that I really like in shows, I'm a real fan of good storytelling. I attach a lot of value to good storytelling. I'll enjoy a montage show, but actually I'm looking for a thread. I like things to have a shape to them. And so the shows that stick in my mind are the ones where there's a huge payoff that, we've not really been planning it, but, when you sow a lot of seeds and you set a lot of things up earlier in the show, and then something happens, which is when it all comes together and pays off. And when you've created that in a group, it's such a wonderful feeling. So, I won't give any examples because they take a long time to explain, but I can, a moment that sticks in my head now is when I was at a theatre in London, and we just had someone describing himself as another character in the past. And we all went, wow, that's incredible, because from an audience point of view, it looks like you've been setting it up for 40 minutes and it all comes together, and it is the sign that you as a group are really communicating really well, because you're remembering what everyone's done, and there's this lovely feeling of, oh, we've created this, we've made this. And they are the moments that stick in my mind.
The sort of magical moments.
So if people want to find you, how can they do that online?
So there is, so I have a website, phillunn.com, which needs updating slightly, but there's phillunn.com, and that's got things about the shows and teaching and things. Obviously, having just moved countries, I'm recalibrating what I'm doing improv-wise a bit, so the website isn't quite up to date, but it will be. And I'm on Facebook like most people are.
Yes.
I assume anyone watching this is on Facebook, so yes.
Yeah. Usually we post a couple of links of the guests we play with, so we will do that as well. If you like, we can also put some YouTube link to one of your solo or doesn't matter.
Whichever.
Okay,
It's,
good.
they're easy to find.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, great. Yeah, Phil, many thanks that you are with us.
Thank you. I really enjoyed that. Thank you. I have joined the illustrious corridor of people who have done who've done playing together with Sudden Knot.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was really super great playing with you. We never had a chance in Brussels because of the situation, so yeah, this was awesome. Yeah, we had to do it, Phil. We had to do it.
Very good.
Okay, stay here. Don't go out of the Zoom. I'm going to bring us offline, but everyone watching, many thanks. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye bye.